Hello everyone, and welcome to the first video I'll be putting out on the channel, hopefully not the last one, but I guess we'll have to see how it goes. For those who have read the title, it might come as a bit of a shock that a couple of days ago, #RIP Kissanime was trending all over Twitter. And as you've guessed, the main site, along with pretty much all the other ones, received a ton of DMCA strikes for stolen and re-uploaded content, which honestly shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone really. Unfortunately, there's no real way for a single site to last forever. It's just a loophole, and these places have a very obvious shelf life, so it's really just a countdown till the next one goes down, and so on and so forth. But it's good to enjoy it while you can, which as you can tell, many people did. From this though, there was a surprising amount of people that tried to virtue signal and flex their subscriptions to both Crunchyroll and Funimation, and I mean, both of their reputations certainly speak for themselves in the lines of terrible servers, underpaid translators, and subs just being pretty poor in general. I might make a video on that in future, but just in short, don't flex your garbage subscriptions around, doesn't make you look good. One interesting thing to come from this is a YouTube channel created which has been mentioned that quite a few big studios will be putting their shows onto it in future, which is definitely a win in my book. It's definitely a good way to combat these extra sites re-uploading the content, and not only that, it would also provide a good way to cut out the middleman from these sub-sites and just help them make more money in general. Along with that, Sony also seems to be looking to get into the industry as well, which could go either way obviously, being Sony, so I'll definitely be on the lookout to see how both of those go. For those that got weirdly upset about a piracy site getting taken down, there's also plenty of other alternatives other than Kissanime that work significantly better without running the risk of constant ads and malware. None of which I'll be mentioning here, as they're definitely on the lookout to see what exactly people are using to watch the shows, and to see what people will be switching to, so I'd just be careful when mentioning the names and who you're mentioning it to. Before I end off this video, I also wanted to give an honorable mention to the voice actor who managed to get one of the biggest ratios I've seen in a while. On target to reach the Anime subreddit, which is no small feat. She decided to share their 2 cents on the topic, and managed to receive just over 6,000 comments, 9,000 likes, with of course only having just hit 1k likes today, so you can see how well that went. She decided to compare people who pirate anime to colonizers for some reason, and just started spewing the most random nonsensical arguments to points she'd made up herself. And I'm pretty sure if you go through all the quote retweets, you're not going to find anyone agreeing with her, obviously. I'll leave a link down below and you can go check it out yourself, but it's certainly worth a read. Overall, if you want to support the original show and its creators, buying merch and any official copies directly goes infinitely further to supporting them, instead of a subscription to a half-assed company that pay half-assed amounts to the people actually subbing the show, and of course only brings half-assed results. For those of you saying that you just can't get the show, and it's therefore not for you, I mean, pirating the show and letting people get interest in the show and then, sparking them to maybe get some merch or something would certainly be better than just it being blocked in their country and they can't do anything about it, so I'm not really going to try and take the moral high ground on anyone, and I don't think anyone else should either. If you want to sub to these sites, go ahead, be my guest. There's no real reason why you shouldn't if you've got the money, but to be honest, there's so many better ways you could spend the money that would go infinitely further to helping them, as I've stated before. One thing I also wanted to mention was that one reason people are actually sharing these around in the first place is just licenses are really hard. It will definitely be interesting to see how the YouTube venture works out for them, but it's pretty obvious that something has to change here for the future. Anyway, that's all I've got to say on this topic. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all in the next one.